Hey guys, this is Mel and I'm here to talk about the originals. Today is May 28, 2017, and I want to talk to a question connecting to the events of what happened in episode 409 titled Queen Death of the Originals, which premiered on May 19th from the looks of it. So guys, a huge spoiler alert for episode 409. If you haven't seen the episode, please go to first, then come back and check out not only my recap video, which is found in the link down below as well, but also maybe it'll shed some light as to why I have the question I have right now. So keep that in mind. So with that said, this video is not going to take the same format as my regular recap videos, but this is solely focused on one question. And one question is, as you know, at the end of 409, we saw the Hollow being reborn into her original body. And Nadu is now an actual physical being now. In order to do that, it required a very powerful sacrifice. And as we all know, Elijah was used as that powerful sacrifice to the point that we saw his body desiccate. And her resurrection reaffirms the fact that he was used as a sacrifice. However, guys, it was also revealed that Elijah's soul was saved in the pendant, although it was shattered. So my question to you is, how can Elijah be considered a sacrifice for the Hollow to use if he was technically not sacrificed since he was saved in the pendant? Because my whole question is, in order for something to be a sacrifice, that means it can't be saved. It was truly sacrificed. You're giving up something in a sense. So I'm really confused by this though, because in a sense, the way it would have worked in my head was that if Elijah was truly a sacrifice that the Hollow used, then her resurrection would have happened, no problems whatsoever. But then that means Elijah would not have been in the pendant. He truly would have been sacrificed to the point that he's lost to the afterlife. There's no way that the Michaelsons can bring him back unless they use additional magic to do so, like they had done with Cole or with Finn. But if the Hollow used Elijah as a sacrifice and he was saved in the necklace, then that means that the Hollow never got its sacrifice. So that means she never should have been resurrected. So it's kind of like I can only see two paths happening in regards to what the definition of a sacrifice is, and yet that is not what I got at the end of the episode. So what do you guys make of this? I'm really truly confused about this though, because also guys, if you remember back on the Vampire Diaries, let's go all the way back to season 3, season 4, in a sense that in season 3, episode 22, that is the season 3 finale of the Vampire Diaries, we see the evil Alaric stake Klaus's body with the white oak stake. He staked him through the heart to the point that it caused Klaus's body to catch on fire in the usual form that an original body would take the moment it's staked to death. We saw that with Michael. We saw that with Cole. We saw that with Michael twice, actually. So, in a sense, in that moment, Klaus would have been dead. Elijah and Rebecca believed Klaus was dead, but the fact that all of Klaus's sire line was still alive, aka Damon, Stefan, Caroline, Elena, Catherine, all of them were still alive, had them questioning, well, how is it possible? Even Tyler, how is it possible since Klaus was dead? Now, keep in mind though, it didn't take until season 7 of Vampire Diaries to confirm the fact that all the vampires in Mystic Falls were actually part of Klaus's sire line. So anyways though, the reason why all those vampires were alive though, they revealed was that Klaus's soul was in someone else's body the time his actual body was staked and caught on fire. Klaus was currently in the possession of Tyler Lockwood's body. His soul was somewhere else. Therefore, when his original hybrid body was staked, it did nothing. It just killed his original body, but the soul itself wasn't killed. Therefore, his sire line was still protected because his soul was still alive. Now, in a sense, with all that in my mind, that also brings the question for Elijah right now that's currently happening on the originals. With Elijah's soul currently in the pendant, Freya's pendant, broken but still inside it, does that mean that Elijah's sire line is still protected and still alive because of that fact? Pretty much what they did to Elijah is essentially what Klaus made Bonnie do to save him in season 3 finale of the Vampire Diaries. Now, with that all said, if that was possible, that means that the Hollow should not have been able to have her sacrifice because Elijah is technically not dead. His body, yes, but his soul is not dead, which is what she wanted to kill to begin with, because that is the sacrifice that truly counts. Therefore, if Elijah's soul is still alive, that means his sire line is still alive, which doesn't also power up the powerful sacrifice she was hoping for. So guys, I'm totally confused over the fact, because the fact that the Hollow was resurrected occurred, proving that a powerful sacrifice happened, and yet Elijah's soul is still broken yet saved independent, which contradicts that fact. Also, with the fact of what happened on the Vampire Diaries with Klaus's body being staked and killed, yet his soul being saved, therefore his sire line being saved, proves that how that's supposed to work, which is how what happened with Elijah's sire line is supposed to have worked. Am I confusing you yet? Because even just talking about it, I'm confusing myself though, but all of this connected mythology around it has me conflicted, because previously what has been done in the Vampire Diaries Originals universe is not really adding up right now in what's currently happening on the originals, as well as the fact that what is a definition of a sacrifice. Let me just pull that up right now though. So, definition of a sacrifice is an act of slaughtering an animal or person or surrendering a possession as an offering to God or to a divine or supernatural sacrifice, or to offer or kill as a religious sacrifice. Therefore, you're giving away something, you're offering something. That means you can't get it back. So, I'm confused, guys. What do you guys think about this question? Do you guys have any possible theories to justify how one thing can happen but another thing can't? Can you justify how Elijah can be saved independent, yet how the Hollow could still be resurrected from the powerful sacrifice that came from Elijah's death, and yet he was saved, yet truly not sacrificed? If anyone has any justification of how that is all going down, please let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear all about it, because it's truly racking my brain about it. Otherwise, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for your patience. I hope you come back when 410 returns to see what I have to say about the episode. But until then, guys, this is Mel. Wish you all a great day, great week wherever you are. Bye for now.